Hello everyone. This isn't quite how I'd planned to start filming this expedition, but unfortunately on the first day basically got about as far as Portobello, and I tried to take the camera out to film myself on the bike like I'm doing just now. Unfortunately I then proceeded to drop the camera, which broke and hasn't worked since. So I'm now in my fourth day. I left Edinburgh 4 days ago, and I've got as far as York, which is where I managed to get a new camera. So things have been fine so far. I've been very lucky it hasn't rained yet, although I'm not holding my breath. It was supposed to be rain forecast today, but as you can see, beautiful blue skies. So the biggest problem I've had so far is a little bit of sunburn on the tops of my legs. So I've had a bit, as you imagine, had a bit of a setback with the time. So I'm not quite sure where I'm heading for today, but I think I might stop in Selby and try and find somewhere to camp there, and maybe go for a long day tomorrow and try and pick up some of those lost miles.
I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like.
Now on day 5, I stayed in a lovely place last night and met some nice people, but I decided that I wanted to get an early start today because I got a bit behind with my mileage yesterday. So it's now 8:45. I've done my first 10 miles. My knees are hurting a little bit, but they're not too bad. I put my saddle up yesterday, about ½ an inch, and it seems to have helped a bit. So today I'm sort of quite far south of York. I've passed through Selby, which was quite an industrial place. Didn't really like it very much. I'm now going to be passing through Goole and Crowell. The plan is to try and pass through them quite quickly today, and I want to get some miles under my belt, make up for getting a bit behind. Don't know if you can see that, but it says 92.4 miles. That's today's mileage. It's been a pretty full-on day, but after a pretty heavy shower of rain, the first kind of wet bit of riding I've had, it's actually turned into a beautiful evening, as you can see. I've just passed through Market Deeping, heading into sort of North Bedfordshire now, I think, which is starting to sound like the south of England to me. So that's given me a bit of a boost that I managed to get so many miles done yesterday. Just trying to decide how many to go for today. My knees are still giving me a bit of a problem, but once I got going and my sort of legs got warmed up, I kind of got back into it, so we'll see how today goes. Big bit of a wrong turning in Peterborough, so I'm heading a bit further east than I'd planned, but it's okay because I found a really nice sort of bit of the cycle network here, and I think I'm entering sort of Cambridgeshire now.
Let's head for somewhere, absolutely anywhere.
It's Friday morning. Had a bit of a footer last night trying to get a campsite, so I ended up adding on about 16 miles onto my trip, and just at the end of all that it decided to start chucking it down with rain, so it was a bit of a miserable night. Fortunately I got good sleep, although I've decided today that I'm leisurely going to head into Cambridge, currently going along the tow track along beside the canal. Got about 2 miles till I get to the city centre. I'm considering that I might take a train down south of London so I can avoid all the really busy stuff. Always thought I might do that, and at the knees actually are pretty ropey, so I'll see how I feel when I get to Cambridge and I've had a wander around and had some breakfast. Oh, here I am. I'm in France. Woke up in a lovely wee campsite just about 15 miles out of Calais, heading sort of southwest towards Saint-Omer. It's not a very nice day actually. It's a bit overcast, but it looks like the cloud might burn off as the day goes on. So here's hoping. Got a bit rudely awoken at about 7 o'clock this morning. A group of lads, I think they'd probably had a night out, decided to start throwing rocks at my tent and push my bike over, so that wasn't very nice. But apart from that, everything's going fine. Great big dragonfly. Yeah, that was quite a steep descent there, and I was braking at 37, 38 miles an hour. Not comfortable going too much faster with all this weight on, because it gets a bit wobbly, and the wind sort of catches me a bit. But it's a lovely day for it, and it's just a complete change in scenery since I came over that pass. Really enjoying today actually, and hopefully my wee charger there is charging up nicely with all the sun we've had today.
Takes a long time. The odor of all prison food takes a long time to pass you by. Day upon day of this wandering gets you down. Nobody gives you a chance or a dollar in this old town. Hunger and silence from you is a giveaway. Squalor and smoke, now just stop. I don't like this place, we better go.
I think this is day 10 or 11. I'm starting to lose track a bit. It's Wednesday anyway. I stayed at another Compagnie Municipale last night, which was brilliant actually. They're really well looked after, these places. And it was a little over €5 for the night. The other thing was I bumped into a group of 4 guys from the University of Loughborough who have been cycling from Milan to Paris, so kind of got 2 days to go, cycling somewhere to the outskirts of Paris today and then into Paris for their sort of final bit. So it was really interesting, got to sort of share some stories and they gave me some tips. One of the guys, a really keen cyclist, he's actually a triathlete, I think a professional triathlete, and so it was really interesting talking to him. He suggested that I put my saddle up a little bit beyond the line that it says not to go past, so I've done that, put it about half an inch up, and hey presto, no more problems with my knees so far, so that's really good. And I'm on a sort of deserted road today for the first time really since I've been in France. I'm heading sort of directly south, and it's a reasonably nice day. now 10 o'clock in the morning. You wouldn't believe it, kind of looking at the kind of day it is, but there was some very heavy rain last night. So unfortunately I've had a bit of a later start than I would have hoped. But I've managed to find my road, so I'm heading off into now quite an uninhabited kind of section, so quite a remote section of my route. Heading towards a place called Autun. Just come out of Clamessy, where I had a sort of a short day yesterday. Did about 45 miles and stopped for the afternoon. It was nice to just have a walk around and look at the museum. So fortunately I've got quite fresh legs today, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be too hilly, but I think there will probably be one or two climbs that I'm going to have to contend with up through this remote section. But for now it's reasonably flat. The temperature's dropped a lot since yesterday. We're down to about sort of low 20s, which is just perfect. I can keep going like this for miles, so as long as it stays like this, then it's all good.
I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to